What's up, BST? Today we're going to take a look at a variation of the walkout plank. I put up a video on the walkout plank and some progressions and regressions. This is going to be a video on a way to increase the amount of rotary stability needed. So what we're doing is we're taking a drill that we know how to do and we're making it just more unstable. So let's roll a clip and watch what this is going to look like. Okay, we're going to move it forward a little bit. Look at it from the front. Okay, so starting from the beginning, this movement is nothing crazy conceptually. I'm just standing, I'm walking out into a full plank position. The reason why this is harder is because what I've done is I'm pretty much taking myself from sort of 4 points of contact to more or less 2 to 3, because I've put my feet together, so now my feet, rather than being sort of a steady base, it's a less stable base. From here, I'm going to begin by walking out. Now again, because this is such a narrow split, my back will have to round a little bit. That's okay because I'm not loaded, I'm unloaded. I'm going to go down until I can get my palm planted, and then from here, this is just going to be a game of just loading, we'll say, in this case, palm number 1, and I walk my hand forward, and I'm going fingertips to palm, so straight line. So now from here, I'm now loading the second hand while the next hand walks forward, so it's like walking. I plant my third, we'll say my third hand step, and so forth. So from here, again, nothing crazy. I have to make sure that whichever hand is planted on the floor is there firm. And if I try to rush this, I'm probably going to wobble or fall over. So this is a little bit trickier than it looks. So as I start to slowly move my way out, and these two cork boards that I put on the floor, that's just more to give me a visual marker. I've had people, they'll put a 2x4 on the floor so they have a straight line, but really try to do this fingertips to palm rather than going, hands wider, because the narrower you can get this, the more rotary stability is required. I'm going to walk out. I don't really care which hand ends up in front. I guess you can vary it if you'd like, but from here I'm going to drop into a full plank, and that's it. Again, draw a line from my ear to my ankle. I am there. My arms are just acting as supports. Walking back, just like the walkout plank I showed before, I want you to imagine that there's a ceiling right above your hips. So rather than torquing it and shooting the butt straight up in the air, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my shoulder stabilizers to do a little more work. So as I go backwards, I'm going to drop my knees pretty low. So knees are going to drop, and you can see here as I go backwards, I'm walking backwards underneath this ceiling rather than popping my butt up in the air. This is going to require, we'll say, more intrinsic core activation, more shoulder stabilization. And I'm walking low. Now right about here, my butt's going to shoot up just a little bit because it has to. But I walk back until I can get my palms, or excuse me, not my palms, we'll call my foot palms, my heels, down on the mat. And then I can stand back up. So again, if we look at this from the front, it's going to be the same thing. I just want to show you that I'm here, my feet are together, and I'm just walking down a straight line. Here, and now, again, this looks not super complicated. However, every time I step, my body's going to want to rotate one way, and then as I step the next way, my body's going to want to rotate the other way. So there's a lot of just like counter rotation, rotary stability required. I'm going to get down, I squeeze my butt, I find my plank, and this is it. Okay, so this is a great drill to practice on your own. It's really simple and basic to do. If it's causing any pain, obviously you're not going to do it. You're going to figure out why that is and meet with the appropriate people. But give this one a shot. If you're able to do the normal walkout, just walking out into a standard plank with a wider base, this is sort of the next step after that. Okay, so give this a shot and let me know how it goes.